Long ago, in a small, quiet village in Africa, lived a poor widow woman named Mama Titi. Her husband had died many years ago, leaving her with only one child, a small boy named Ikena. Life was not easy for Mama Titi. She worked hard every day just to feed her son, sometimes going to bed hungry so her child could eat. One morning, Mama Titi woke up early, as usual, to sweep the front of her small mud house. But something strange caught her eye. Right in front of her compound, a small tree had grown overnight. This was not an ordinary tree. No, this tree had no leaves, no flowers. Instead, from every branch, something shiny was hanging. Mama Titi moved closer and gasped. "Money!" she shouted. "Tree money!" Real paper notes were growing on the tree, like fruits. She didn't know what to do. She danced around the tree and shouted for her neighbors. "Come and see, oh! Money is growing in front of my house." People gathered quickly. They looked at the tree and whispered to each other. Nobody had ever seen something like that before. Mama Titi didn't pluck any of the money. She was a humble woman and feared the gods might be testing her. But soon, her late husband's brother, Uncle Obika, heard about the money tree. Obika was a greedy, wicked man. He came with anger and pride, shouting, "This is my brother's land. That tree belongs to me." Before Mama Titi could explain, Obika pushed her and her son out of the compound. "Leave this place before I curse you," he shouted. Mama Titi and Ekena cried bitterly as they packed their small things and left the house. They found shelter in a neighbor's abandoned hut far away in the village. Obika, now the owner of the mysterious money tree, began to change. Every day, he would sit beside the tree, plucking the money and storing it in big iron boxes. But he made a strange rule. "Only women can take from the tree," he said. "No man should come near it." And even the women couldn't just come empty-handed. They had to bring a plate of delicious food full of meat and chicken to get just one note of money. Many women, hungry and desperate, brought food and took small money in return. Obika became very rich. He built a big house and wore fine clothes. He no longer greeted elders, no longer went to meetings. He would walk around the village with his big stomach and say, "Who is man enough to talk to me? I am the king of money." But people started noticing something strange. Every night, no matter how much money was taken during the day, the tree would grow back all the notes, but always leave one last note hanging. And a voice, soft like the wind, would whisper to anyone nearby, "Do not take the last one. If you do, the tree will vanish." Obika didn't care about the voice. He warned everyone, "If you ever take that last one, I will deal with you." Meanwhile, Mama Titi and her son were suffering. They had no food. Some nights the boy cried until morning. But still, the mother never begged Obika. Then came a night of heavy rain. Mama Titi and Ikena had not eaten for 2 days. The boy fainted from hunger. Tears filled Mama Titi's eyes. "I can't watch my son die," she said. So quietly, in the middle of the night, she covered her head with a wrapper and walked through the wet path to the old house. The tree still stood in front of it, shining even in the dark. Only one note was left. Mama Titi looked around. No one was there. She stretched her hand and plucked the last note. She kissed it and whispered, "Forgive me, O spirit of the tree. My child is dying." She ran to a woman's house in the market and bought food that same night. Morning came. Obika woke up late, as usual. He stepped out with a big yawn, ready to collect fresh money from the tree. But the tree was gone. Not a leaf, not a branch, just sand and a small hole in the ground. Obika screamed, "No, my money! Where is my tree?" He cried and rolled on the ground. People gathered again. He began shouting, "Who took the last money? Who?" But nobody answered him. Later that week, news began to spread around the village. Obika had secretly gotten 6 women pregnant, promising them riches from the tree. Now that the tree had vanished, they all came to his house crying, "Give us money to take care of your babies," they demanded. Obika was finished. He had no more money, no more respect, and now many problems. Mama Titi and her son, they lived quietly. She used the last money note wisely, bought a goat, sold meat, and slowly started a small food business. The village people began to support her, for they saw her as a mother of strength and wisdom. Years passed, and Ikena grew strong and became a well-respected man in the village. As for the tree money, no one ever saw such a thing again. Some say it was a gift from the gods to test the hearts of men, and only the humble passed. Moral of the story: greed may bring riches, but only kindness brings true blessings.